and just get rolling, man.
All the way. He's leading this, all right?
Come on, Freak. Show them no mercy. We got this title. Come on.
We got this. Hey, we take your state, man. We take your state. Hey, he take your state, though.
Vic, come on.
Okay. My man.
Vic.
I will be skipping one
She
for
up
the
on me
team
hard
kill.
right now.
I'm a 16-point guard. 16-point guard. And this guy's going to be looking very good. My other account has a 90 overall. I know you've seen him. 90 overall, 91, 5'7". Oh, he's a much small forward than that account.
We got this.
How the hell he made that?
Can't stop this.
Bucket. Up to the basket.
Come on now, let's go.
Shooting for parts unknown. Teddy Edwards. Taking 2 shots. And that's the end of the third quarter. One more period of play left and it starts home turf. A reminder to all fans in the arena, there is no
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
I'll take anyone to the paint. And one. Go, man.
Settle down now. Settle down.
Robert Nelson. Arch unknown foul. Brian Augustus. That's his first personal foul. Arch unknown foul. Ben Bishop. That's his first personal foul. Felix foul. Ben Bishop. That's his second personal foul. At the line, Frank. 2 shots.
Saw some fake shit. Yep.
Let's hear it for the champions.
Freak, thanks to you and your family very much for taking the time to... Like the sun...
What are you doing?
What do you think?
The city of brotherly love is the best place for me to continue my basketball development. It's a strong history and great university system that's influenced my decision to sign the letter of intent to Villanova University.
No pun. Yes, son. Good choice.
I look forward to becoming the best basketball player I can be as a member of the Wildcats. I really appreciate all the support, Harlem, over the last few years.
And let's get it.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Hey, yo, Philly's not even that far away. We can drive the oil home.
Saw that one viewer.
We gonna
Just letting you know, I just created this account because this gonna be the Sunset Ballers account.
You got work to do.
All right, Big, back to the
got work.
camera. Back to the camera. Thank you, son.
Philadelphia, here we
I'm
go.
so proud of you, Billy. Frequency vibrations. Well, you know that little dance he does? He came out doing that.
Freaking vibrant.
Oh, my goodness.
pretty boy clamp, young guy. Like,
Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks facing Villanova.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, they've got Duncan, and it's Gaines in at the 5 spot.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
what the freak?
And it's Lee penetrating, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Jayhawks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
Shot's good. Ilgauskas has got his first 2 points of the night.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Lee, that's good.
It be bucking, bro.
Freak with it. Lee with
Come
the steal.
on, bro.
And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. And the foul called on Freak.
All right, I'm about to turn off.
Villanova trails by 8. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Oubre, and it's Jenkins in at the shooting guard position. Freak kicks to McAdoo. Passes it to Cooper. Miller with a wide open look. Hangs on the trifecta. Miller's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Hold on, let me put my other controller.
Lee outside. There's the feed to Oubre. Here's Gaines on target from 13 feet.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. He didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And the shot is good. And it's 6 points for Freak.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Launches a 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Jayhawks leading by 3. Here's Oubre. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
lead, and it's blocked. And that'll be Kansas's ball as it goes out of bounds. The Jayhawks able to keep the ball here. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Terry. There's the dish to Frazier. Soft touch off the glass. Frazier's got his first bucket in this one. Well, on the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3 total Jayhawks taken #1, Greg.
Yeah, along with Danny Manning and also Andrew Wiggins being the overall #1 selection. I mean, the Jayhawks have had a ton of talent, though, in the lottery over the course of their history. This school has produced just tremendous talent year in and year out.
Like Paul Pierce.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And here's Freak. There's a screen. Got it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but in a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Kansas leads by 3. Hello, welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Also Bryant out there. Miller is out there with Cooper, and it's Ilgauskas in at the 4 slot.
Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
And for Kansas, they've got Duncan, and it's Terry in at the 4. Well, talking about the Wildcats and what you were mentioning, the improbable title run in 1985 was certainly the stuff of movies. They got hot, Greg, at the right time.
And they had to take down 2 #1 seeds and also 2 #2 seeds in their path to win it all. Their biggest test being in the finals against the heavily favored Hoyas. It's the defining moment of that program.
And for Villanova, Freak, he's in at the point. Also Bryant out there. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4-man position.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Duncan with another miss.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
There's Freak. It's tipped. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. For the lead. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Been a nice game for Freak. He's got 13 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
The pass to Calderon. This is to Daniels. They set the pick. Feeds to Gaines. Calderon has the open look. Good on the triple. Calderon's got 5. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And there's the call on Boss. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls.
We're getting ready for Villanova. Ilgauskas is checked in. Miller comes in for Jones. Bryant is checked in for Foster. And Freak subbed in for Beal. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Oubre, and it's Duncan in at the 2 guard. Here's Gaines. Villanova grabs the miss.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak. He doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Here's Daniels. Nice D from Bryant. Just a tiny lead for him.
Yeah, but a chance to make it grow here.
Freak. Out to Miller. Shoots the 3. And Villanova, another 3.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Cooper, he's checked in for more. Kansas trails by 4. Here is Daniels. Gaines dishes to Daniels. Down low, intercepted. Here's Miller. Finished off the break. And Villanova leads by 6. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Villanova.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Lee's checked in for the Jayhawks. He dishes it to Gaines. Back to Lee to stop the run. No good. Villanova goes the other way with it. 54 seconds left in the game. Now here's Freak. Launches a 3. Rebound by Gaines.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
Lee passes to Gaines. Off the left rim and out. And so they foul intentionally. And he commits the intentional foul. And he makes the first of the 1-and-1.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. 32 seconds left here in the second half.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
Can't hit from 12.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Now, Freak. So it's Villanova picking up the win. Some good competition with the hometown. Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see Villanova facing the UCLA Bruins.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Now we'll look at Villanova's starting lineup. Freak, he's in at point guard. Also Bryant out there. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ilgauskas in at the power forward. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
Now here's Freak. No luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
So on the floor for Villanova, Freak in at point guard. Jones is out there with Clarkson, and it's Moore in at the 4-man position. Wow, Greg, all those great players. Villanova leading by 3. Here's Freak. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's yours. He's yours.
Freak's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but
Thanks for...
Sorry, let's give me some winning breakfast. What's up, Corinne's TV? Make sure you hit that subscribe button too. I'll subscribe to you back, bro. And I'll be watching your channel too. It was my first time, not first time streaming, but like first time doing all this. 2K, I've been started this. I've been had a career with this. But thanks for watching, dude.
Joining us in Hello College Basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch.
I'll be live streaming Blackout.
I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Texas Longhorns facing Villanova.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Now it's Texas trails by 3 on the court for the Longhorns. We've got Hudson. He's out there with Turner. Doherty out there with Edwards. And it's Thornton in at the 2 guard. And it's Freak missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, for Villanova, they've had a lot of their graduates make waves in the NBA. You can find a Wildcat playing professional ball everywhere, it seems.
Yeah, some of the current Wildcats in the NBA. Kyle Lowry's had a terrific career thus far. Randy Ford are the big names. Dante Cunningham's another guy who's had an impact.
You know, with Foy and Lowry, as you mentioned, I mean, they played together at the same time for Villanova. It was one of the best backcourts they've ever had.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that Villanova team with Foy and Lowry was great. The grit and toughness that they both still play with in the NBA today, born at Villanova. And in general, the Wildcat players are some of the toughest mentally around.
On the left block, the rebound by Cooper. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Thornton. And a wide open look for Freak. And another miss by Villanova.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you.
And it's Villanova with the ball. They trail by 1. Out of bounds, Texas takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah.
Is the quickest way just to get in the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing Villanova.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
Here's Freak. He's guarded closely. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Hawkins, it's good from long range. Hawkins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
To the middle. No luck. Evans with some nice D. On defense, Villanova. Decker. Sweet little floater. And that here.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And the Badgers with possession here after Villanova picking up a basket just moments ago.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
And a wide open look for Freak. There's 3 pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. And it's Wade in at the center position. Badgers shooting their first free throw of the night.
One shot. Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And it's Villanova with the ball. Outside, Jones.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Out to the wing. Beal the pass to Clarkson. The Badgers pull it in.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here is Hill. Pass to Conley. Walker is screen on Jones. Here's Conley. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very.
Villanova going with the whole new group out there. Here's the Badgers with the ball. Unloads from 13. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Decker can't hit.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
They get it back. And it's Ilgauskas missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Decker, defended by Foster. Payton kicks to Decker.
I'm gonna take it in now. Huh? You in there?
Just 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Decker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Badgers.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Bars from the see like call daddy. Tell him like go to the gym because we're doing it.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle.
I'm gonna call him right now. I'm gonna take you there. Sorry guys, after this game, I probably will be leaving. No, I'm talking.
I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak, he's in at the point. Also Bryant out there. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. And for the Badgers, we've got Hawkins. He's out there
when
with
you finish that phone,
Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4.
Oh man, K Prince.
On the wing, Evans. Pick up by Hill. Hawkins is screen on Ilgauskas. Evans kicks to Hawkins. It's blocked.
Go,
3 on 3. Here's Miller. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Miller's got his first basket.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Morris checked in for Villanova. Jones comes in for... Miller. Now Hawkins. He has 5. The dish now to Decker. With some arc. The shot misses. Villanova goes the other way with it. Here's Bryant, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for the Wildcats.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
2 shots.
Both free throws good for Bryant. Now here is Hill. Gibson the screen. Decker dishes to Hill. Floats one. He lays it in. Hill's got the game tied up here for the Badgers.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
The Badgers making a switch here. Conley's checked in.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And it's Hill penetrating.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
Badgers shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Dawkins checked in for Wisconsin. And he can't hit the second. Here is Gaines. He's covered by Hawkins. Gaines the pass to Freak. Can't hit. So the Badgers will take it the other way. Conley kicks to Hawkins. It's Hill on the wing. He's got 5. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And this has been a clinic on what not to do defensively. Just atrocious.
Yeah, I would expect both coaches to really get on their teams about adjusting their defensive mindset and execution going forward.
Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Beal in at the point. Kaminsky dishes to Payton. Up top, Hawkins. Here's Decker. Off target with his 3. Here's Villanova. They're on an 11-3 run. Kicks it to Freak. And he uses the glass on the way. And Villanova leads by 6.
I can go
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep hitting
volleyball
in the paint like this.
Here's Evans. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive with the resistance form on the way to the basket.
And it's Freak missing.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Villanova leading by 4. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
Yeah, but you have to love that. Interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And that's Evans penetrating. That's the first that narrows the lead down to just 3. Villanova making a switch here. Irons checked in. And Wisconsin also making a switch. Hill, he's checked in for Payton.
Big time trip to the line there, bringing this down to a 1-possession game.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded close. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Freak's got 11 points here in just the second half. Wisconsin trails by 4. 1:09 left to play here in the second half. Ilgauskas against Evans. Can't connect from short range.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Jacks up a three. And count it. Three-pointer throw and a shot from Freak. And it's a 7-point Villanova lead.
Well, we scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second half. They set the pick. And Hill has it in the corner. And the three off target. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
And Ilgauskas kicks to Freak. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Fires the three.
Good. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
So it's Villanova picking up the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to...
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner from the University of Texas. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky. With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Cameron Payne from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kelly Oubre from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Terry Rozier with the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select the point guard from Villanova.
Clamp Young God. Blue. No. Yeah, bro.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, oh, I got you, man. And all them in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
I love you, man. Love you, town.
Hey, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell Mama.
No, Mama.
Okay, Mama.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Frequency and Cece
That's
are
his mom.
twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibration.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibration. Go ahead, son. Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done. Congratulations, son.
Picking the 17th pick, boy.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was a clerk and I was curious.
Yeah. You know how to this be #1 pick, boy? You got a ball hog.
Bagel? Bagel. Cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle.
Don't pass the ball. What? Yeah. Quality people. If you want to get your badges, you might as well put it on rookie. 12 minutes. Quarter game speed is 60. Try to get my badge. Hey, I gotta show you a video. I want you to watch this. This boy hate KD, boy, on his move. He used to like KD.
Means just as much as game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go.
Cleo, what's this?
Get warm.
The video loaded is gonna be an advertisement at first.
There we go. Our first NBA game.
Make sure the volume up high too so you can hear what he's saying.
And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Williams is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Tony Roten. Then it's Anthony. And it's Calderon in at the shooting guard. And it's Freak missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
One thing about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season playing a career-low 42 games, and his averages were down pretty much
from
Greg
Louisiana, but he like Kevin Durant.
He was brought in
Kevin
to
Durant.
invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
Pocket 4. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
But it was signed to the best team after the NBA.
Almost an impossible shot
That
to
boy's
block
so
in the
mad.
post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
My bad, I just put my headphones on. It was so funny. Watch Cash Nasty.
Roten with it.
I mean,
he hasn't yet put up
Kevin
any points
Durant,
in this
the most
one.
hated player.
The feed to Williams. It's stolen by Mayo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And he finished it off with a lane. Now just a 3-point New York lead.
And really
I
just
got
straight
dropped
to
in
the
by the Bucks,
basket with a
dude.
full head of steam.
Well,
About
if you're going to throw it
17
down,
pick.
make sure you throw it down with force.
Williams inside, working on Henson, and he gets the bucket. Williams has got 5 now.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And it's blocked by O'Quinn. And a fast break now for New York. Calderon has the open look. And a miss there on the triple.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Freak kicks to Antetokounmpo. Henson a screen on Calderon. Here's Freak, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Freak makes the bucket, an important momentous occasion for this young guy, getting his first points in an NBA uniform. Pass to Williams. Now here's Roten, guarded by Mayo. The 9-foot shot. Williams can't hit. Bucks trail by 3. Up the floor. And there's O.J. Mayo on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Calderon dishes to Roten. Outside Thomas. We've got 1:23 left here in the opening quarter. And Henson sends it back. Here's Freak. He dishes it to Henson. The pass to Freak. The kick out to Mayo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Mark, when you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. Vasquez, he's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Freak missing. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That is good. And that's now 8 points for Williams.
In talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an odd form. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation.
Clamps.
Outside Thomas. From the low block. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Now here's Freak. And stolen by Roten.
That's bucket. You know that?
So earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game. You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective. A group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Miles Plumlee comes in for Jabari Parker. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Freak subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Lance Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Williams, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Roten. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Williams, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Thomas. Then there's Calderon, and it's a Flalo in at the 2 spot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
And here's Freak. 7 points in the game. Feeds it to Vasquez. Dishes it to Freak. Shot clock at 5. No good. That would have tied it.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Afflalo kicks to Williams. Off target from three-point range. The Bucks have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. It's stolen by Calderon.
Look, I ain't even trying to do that,
and
bro.
Here comes Calderon all alone. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
This game is bucking, bro. I don't like
team's
playing
game.
over
Look at the hustle
55,
stats
dude.
for New York.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Vasquez passes to Freak. 6 on the shot clock.
Hey,
and that one's good.
Go, man.
Freak's got 9. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Outside Thomas. Back to Calderon. There's the pick. Over Freak. And the shot falls short this time.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
No good. And New York the other way now. 59 seconds left in the first half. Afflalo outside. Back to Calderon. From deep three-point range, and it's Freak with the rebound. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
And checking out the game for Freak. 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
For 3, Williams. Rebounded by the Bucks. Benson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Now, Freak. It could go. And down it goes just as the clock hit 0.
How about the timing? An unbelievable touch on that one.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. Everybody was really mentally prepared tonight. That shows in the scoring we got off the bench. We didn't miss a beat no matter what lineup we had in there. We're going to keep a deep rotation in the second half, so everybody stay ready. On the other hand, I was happy with the pressure we put on them with our D.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Time to get the backup some burn anyway. This game's a wrap.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Freak, he's in at the point. Mayo out there with John Henson. Then it's Miles Plumlee. And it's Vasquez in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Freak. D right on him. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. No luck. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan. Greg Monroe. He came out of the locker room at halftime with some nice... And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just...
First game, 14 points. You know how sucky this nigga is? You know what his overall is? A 55. This man was missing layups, bruh. Wide open. Bro, I'm like, oh no. The only way he can score, that's if whatchamacallit, if you go to the foul line. That's the only way. Or you gotta do a hop step, pump fake, make him jump, and you make him do an easy layup. But if they contested that, he gonna miss. Point guard. 6'3". Oh, this speed is a 70. I'm gonna end the stream, you know. You see y'all boys live.